Hey everybody, I just wanted to say a quick thank you to everybody for all of your comments and suggestions. I'm going to use that for a lessons learned video at some point. But y'all have been really supportive since the tragedy with the vet. Uh, not the story I planned, but hopefully, everything turns out well. The motor's being built, it's en route to Austin. Hopefully we'll have that on the road in September sometime. You'll be the second to know. Anyway, thank you again for all your subscriptions, your likes, your comments. Y'all are wonderful. Now, let's go ahead and kick off this video. Thanks. Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to Garage 512, and I'm going to do an updated video. I saw a guy do a reprogram of his old C6 plastic, cheap-looking remote with the new 2008 remote, and I wanted to update it because the links that he has for this remote, number one, is more expensive. Number two, does not come with the key at the bottom. It's just a dummy thing. He's had to, go buy that separately. This came all in one. So I'm doing an updated video on how to reprogram your old C6 crappy remote to the new 2008 Plus remote. And I'm going to do a walkthrough. It should take 5 minutes. I haven't done it before. I watched his video, made a couple of changes, and let's see how this works. Yeah, get into it.
So the new key fob has arrived. This is the old one. They stopped making this in 2007. Separate key, the emergency key, in case you lock yourself out. That goes underneath the trunk, and there's a little key knot hole right underneath. Anyway, pretty flimsy and very cheap looking and feeling, and I only got one of these from the previous owner, so I needed a second key fob anyway. GM wants a freaking arm and a leg, plus an appointment for them to do it. I watched a YouTube video on it. It took him like 5 minutes to reprogram these things. So I ordered these from Amazon, and I'm hoping they're real because they're awfully cheap. It's like 60 bucks for two of these, the new key fobs that were came out in 2008. They're much more solid. I've never actually had one in my hand before, so I saw some that were like really cheap, like $5, and something that were just covers, little cheap cases that go over it, I guess, in case it scratches. But I can already tell these are substantial in weight, so they are probably real. And these have the key here embedded in the bottom. Hopefully this shit works. All 4 buttons. Just suck on this one. And this has to be cut to match this key. That's no big deal. Get that done at Auto Shop. So I'm going to program these guys and see how this works based on what I saw in the video. Should be pretty freaking easy. And then I'll have 3. Ha! Love it. Let's give this a shot. So step 1, got my old key fob, and I'm going to walk on over. Gas cap is off. Doing a paint color match for the new vented hood. But stage 1, hitting the car. I got both of these guys together. All right. Want to locate the little hole in the glove compartment. I need some light here. So there. So we're going to stick the new key in there. But first, step 2. Step 2, we are going to, and that's off. Pop the hood, trunk, sorry. Ooh, gonna need this next key here for step 2. Step 2, take your old key, throw it in the in case of emergency hole, which is right there. Put that in there. This is step 2. Oh, why doesn't this fit? There we go. I'm getting worried. All right, that's step 2. And now we're going to turn this 5 times, 1 turn per second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we should see something inside that says ready to program. Yes, awesome. Ready for FOB number 3. So we take our new one, put it in the hole here. Ready for FOB 4. Now, since I'm doing this right now, I'm going to go ahead and go get my other key fob, which is still in plastic, and then come back to this and finish this up. But this is step 3. I went back and got my other key fob. I got both of these on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description below. If this works, this is shockingly cheap. The video that I watched on how to do this is 3 years old, and his link to these things didn't work. I think it was on Etsy for that part. And so I found one on Amazon. I'll put a link in there in my description. But this was like 56 bucks, I believe, for 2. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to take the other one out, number 3, and put in number 4, buttons facing out. There we go. Aha, maximum number of learned. Excellent. That's the 4. Awesome. All right. Now, that was step 3. Let's take that in. I'm going to leave it in. Oh, no, it's done. So I should be able to take that out. I'm doing this for the first time, as you can see. So I'm going to put 4 there, put 3 in my hand, close this sucker. Key's still dangling at the bottom, by the way. Okay, and let's see if this works. Fucking yeah, look at that, unlock. Does lock work? That worked. Oh yeah, doors are open, of course. But that unlocked. Watch. Perfect. Wow. So much money saved. That's just shocking. All right, so updated procedure. This works like a charm. Saved yourself several $100s and a lot of time at the dealership trying to get this stuff reprogrammed. So it works. And let's just double check number 4. But I suspect we won't have any issues. There it is. Unlocked. Awesome. All right. Okay, that was pretty easy. Even I was able to do that in like 5 minutes, and that was completely unscripted. I hadn't done like a dry walkthrough. I watched a previous YouTuber video. It's about 3 years old. It wasn't as updated. The link to the key fob that he was using didn't come with the dummy key, and it was more expensive. And there were a couple of things that he didn't put in the video that I thought was really useful if you really want a kind of a step-by-step. So try to make my video a little bit better, a little more inclusive on that, and obviously with the newer key fob. So I was able to get rid of the old crappy, cheap feeling, C6 remote and reprogram it to the new C8 Plus remote. They start using this remote in 2008 and up for the C6 model. But everything was great. I mean, it clearly works, right? Electronically, it's awesome. It sure beats paying GM $200 or whatever the heck they want. They definitely need an appointment. I know it was a couple hundred. I stopped listening when he said 100. But they reprogrammed the remote and they cut the key for you. But I'm like not trying to put up with that. I mean, both of these guys cost me like $60 on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description with one caveat. See this dummy key? Like, I went to the locksmith and he tried to cut this to match the regular key, the physical key for the regular 2006 and 2007 remote. He tried 3 times. The problem is
the key, the dummy key that this comes with, is really, really narrow by comparison. It's hard to see. I'll throw up a video comparing the two keys right here, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But he had a hard time latching onto this. The regular key fob, the regular physical key, is girthy, and his machine could grip it and, you know, line it up with this. But the problem is this couldn't get gripped, and because this couldn't get gripped, 3 keys that he made for me don't work. So yeah, he's referred me to a mobile locksmith who thinks he has better equipment. He can come out once I get the car here and cut it for me and see if he can get it to match. But right now, this isn't a good solution for fitting into the bottom of the trunk to, you know, unlock the car should happen. But just know that, I mean, like I said, it only costs $60. The electronics work perfectly. The only thing is, if you get caught out there and you need to get in the car, you might have to call Uber and go home and, you know, and or physically take that other long key with you, which is But I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to ride dirty and run the risk that I don't lock myself out. So that's my solution until I can figure out how this piece can get cut. Check out this video where I'm trying to fit this, the one that he cut, into the car. You can see it doesn't fit. It gets maybe a eighth of an inch up, and that is it. So that wasn't good, but check it out. You'll see exactly what I mean.
Right, that's the new key. Neither one will actually go far into this. There's like, it's getting to just there. It's getting to just the top of that, and it doesn't go it doesn't go all the way in at all. Makes me wonder if, could it be cut backwards or something, where it needs to go that way, but obviously I can't do that this way. But it doesn't appear to go in any further that direction. And I'll compare that to the actual key from GM, the old school key, and there, just wiggle a little bit, and then that turns. Let's see how that goes all the way in. I don't get it. There's just no way to wiggle that in there. Fuck. Shit. That blows.
That said, I've got a lot of videos in the works for you. As you can see, the Vette, unlike at the beginning of this video, is not here, but I do have a shit ton of car parts, you know. So that's waiting for the car. Currently, the car is at Pro Tech paint shop. So I have a new ss-vette vented hood that I have been wanting. It kind of mimics the old Viper with the vents, the 3 on each side. It's gorgeous. I've always wanted that hood. Anyway, it's at the paint shop going through, I think, a second coat. I've got glossy black on the back side of it. The front side is color matched to the car, which is why it's there. I wanted to test fit it, make sure all that stuff is there. That's why the car isn't here. It will sit there until the new motor is ready. So that's what that is. Boxes there, cars at the paint shop. Once it's done, have the motor, I'll have it towed from the paint shop to my performance shop, where they'll put in the motor and connect everything and throw all these mods on. So stay tuned for a lot of really good videos. I really appreciate everybody's support. Y'all have been awesome since I posted my arrival video, and with the devastation from, 6 hours later when the engine blew. So y'all have been awesome. Great comments. Thank you. Keep that coming. Some really good suggestions. I'm going to actually use that in whenever I do my lessons learned video. There's some things that I think we all get caught up in trying to mod our cars, and chasing the dyno number and shit, and I think that's just a recipe for disaster. Like, I was not going to fuck with this car. That was not going to happen. And then the engine blew, so there I was. Anyway, so thank you again. Really appreciate everybody. If you found this video useful, I was really amazed at just how easy it was to reprogram this thing. Like and subscribe, pass it on to somebody else that's got a C6. They want to upgrade their old crappy cheap remote with the new one. $60 for two of them. I mean, GM was charging $100 for one. So anyway, like and subscribe. Really appreciate you guys. You're so awesome. You know, it's just so supportive. It's not even funny. Anyway, so thanks again. And as always, remember, when it comes to your healthcare, get those physicals once a year and remind that doctor to please check that box.